All right, so I thought I'd jump into the Zwift Games races. This was from last Friday. Jumped in around dinner time, and it was in one of it's the upper end for me, the upper range for me. I haven't done a Zwift Racing Score race for quite a while because I've been doing a lot of ZRL and ladder racing, which don't contribute to Zwift Racing Score. So I came in at 452, and the range for this one was 450 to 590. So I knew it was going to be a tough race. I knew it was going to get pushed. And that's great. Like, it's good to get a push and be in a tough race every once in a while and see what you can do. Often I find that I get some really good efforts out of these. But if you can't tell from the title of the video, I'm still clueless as to how Zwift Racing Score works. As far as I would gather, like, if I'm the lowest racing score coming into the race, anything above last place is considered success and should contribute to my Zwift Racing Score going up. But spoiler alert, that's not how it worked out. So hard start. Not really used to these because, especially in ladder racing, we haven't done a lot of those, and ZRL hasn't really been hard starts in the C category for a while. So you're coming into Pain Cavern, doing my best to try to stay on. I figure at some point I am going to get dropped by the guys at the front as they are really strong, but just again, pushing my hardest, trying to rest a little bit on the less steep gradients here. I'm still holding on to the group ways into the climb, but then you can see it's getting strung out. And at this point, it's when I start to lose that wheel, and I can see the group going away from me, and that's fine. I'll just settle in. Heart rate is high, so here's one of the guys I end up racing with for most of the race, and another one of the guys though I finish up. So there's a small second group forming here on the road, and turns out sort of when I came back and looked at this after the race, I had beat my PR by a full 21 seconds. I had gone from 425 to 404. So dropping 20 seconds off of that climb was really impressive, even though, again, I couldn't stay with the front group. But for me, that was a huge improvement. And another reason why it's good to get in these races where you're overmatched, and you can really push yourself to see what you can do. Because even after a hard start, I was able to push on that climb and put in a good time. So here we've got a group of five. For most of the time, most races like this group will kind of settle in, and no one's going to be attacking up the front too much. But we've noticed here, MC Hammer Time, he'll get to the front and not pull, but sort of get to the front and attack the group. And I was a bit confused by this because the other group is close to 30 seconds up the road at this point. I'm not sure if the goal was to try to solo catch, but he'll go do an attack, sit in for a while, do an attack. I was just, I would have happily pulled, but again, trying to keep up with that pace was pretty hard. And so my natural instinct would with this group would just be to sit in. But you see here again, he's attacking off the front. Um, People are chasing. So here we go. TJ was chasing there. Josh was chasing. We do catch back on, but at some point you've got to figure that he's going to go. And then after the race, looking back at the numbers, it turned out he had a really high racing score. He was actually predicted to finish first. So I'm not sure what happened early on in the race and the climb. So there you go. He's off again on the downhill. Um, Sort of chatting like, everyone come with me. I'm trying to figure out again during the race, trying to figure out what he's doing, what the point was. But again, I guess where he had gone off the back on the climb somehow. He again asked who wants to go with me. My question at this point was why. I think, and at some point he dropped some sort of alpha male line about lions and lambs or something. I don't know, nonsense. Anyways, it was a bit of a strange. You don't really see that often in mid pack. groups like group two that gets dropped, where someone will just sort of continually attack the group. Here we go. It's going through the downhill. Um, so the power on this one actually turned out to have a my second best 20 minutes in like the last 6 months, sort of starting at the bottom of Pain Cavern and up to the top of Mecca Climb. So even a little bit of downhill and flat, it's still is one of my better performances. But coming out of this, and again, as the title would suggest, Zwift Racing Score is is still a puzzle to me. Uh, like I said, like I was predicted, I had the lowest racing score coming in. Put in great numbers. My power numbers were good, exceeded expectations in terms of placing in the at the finish, but still I lost points. I only lost 1 point, but still I lost points, which is to me I just don't get it. So here again, two of the riders got dropped. I happy that it went that finally MC Hammer Time went off the front and we didn't have to deal with them anymore. But now it's just me and De Koning, and we're going to play cat and mouse here for the final sprint. So he goes up a bit. I sort of get on the wheel. We're cat and mousing. We're sort of trying to get in behind one another to lead each other out. He comes over to the front here just before coming to the sprint, and then he goes, and I'm not able to get on that wheel. And then I come in 15th out of 27th, so very firmly in the mid pack. So there you go. I'm back to the mid pack. No longer a Swift view from the front pack. Back to my rightful place. So here you see the finish, and you see going in, I was 452. I was lowest. There was one person who finished lower, but he was 455 to start. But still, I lost points, so I can't figure out this Swift Racing Score thing. If anybody else can, please let me know. That would be great. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys again for the next one.